Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kwesi, and in today's tutorial, I will be sharing with you guys on how to draft and cut a dartless corset blouse using pattern drafting. So if this sounds like something you're interested to learn, keep on watching and let's get started. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly hit on subscribe button so you're always notified anytime new video drops. Okay, so let's dive into today's tutorial. To start out with this tutorial, you are going to fold your pattern paper. Then after folding, mark your chest line, mark your bust point, mark your under bust, and also mark your waistline. After marking, I will connect a straight line just like this. Then once I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and label so you don't get confused. This is my shoulder line, my chest line, bust point, under bust, and waistline. From the waistline, I will come down by extra 6 inch. You can also come down by 7 inch if you are very tall. Okay, so that is my corset length, and I'll label as top length. Okay, after that, I will mark half of my shoulder measurement and also mark the same thing at the chest line. Connect the two dots like so. Then after connecting the two dots in a straight line like so, you are going to come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope and also mark 3 inch for neck width. Okay, so this is just for a guide. Go ahead and connect to your shoulder slope like so. So after connecting, you are going to come down by 3 inch for your neck depth. Okay, so go ahead and connect your round neckline just this way. So once I'm done with that, next thing I want to do now is to get my armhole curve. So to do that, mark quarter of your bust measurement. Measure what you have from that place to your chest line. Then mark the midpoint and also go in by half an inch. Then use your curve rule to connect the three dots to give you your armhole curve, just like you see me doing. You get. So after I was done with this, the next thing I want to do now is to mark my nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 7 inch, half of it is 3.5. So from the center front, I'll go in by 3.5. So after marking this from the chest line to the top length, I'll go ahead to extend this line just like this. So at the chest line, I'll go in by half an inch and I also mark the half inch at the bust point, and also come down a little bit with the same half an inch. From the chest line again, go down by half inch. Okay, I'll use my marker to just make the line visible. So from that point, I am going to just connect it to this other point. You can see where I stop. So from that point, you're going to place your cup. So if you're working with already made bra cup, go ahead and place it just like you see me doing here. Okay, and if you're working with the one you created yourself, that is this type of cup, go ahead and also place it just like you see me doing here. If you want to know how I drafted and created my own custom made backup, I'll leave the link in the description box. This cup was drafted or created from my last tutorial which I uploaded. Link will be in the description box or comment section. Just go ahead and watch the video so you also learn how I made this cup as well. Okay, also ensure your cup stop at the under bust just like I placed mine. You can see how I placed it, and also ensure that your that line and that of the cup aligns very well. Like ensure the both that line aligns very properly just like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to place my tape. You can see I placed it now. You place it like that, then mark your quarter of bust measurement and also 1 inch or 1.5 inch for your seam allowance. You can use just 1 inch for your seam allowance. Okay, so at this waistline I want to snatch the waist. Okay, so I minus 1 inch for it, then mark quarter of my waist measurement, add 1 inch or 1.5 inch for your seam allowance. So at the top length, I will mark quarter of my hip measurement. Then I also add 1 inch or 1.5 inch for seam allowance. Okay, so after doing that, I'll use my stretch ruler to connect my shape just like this. Can you see? So after correcting my shape, you can see I connected from the chest line to the waistline and from the waistline to the top length. Can you see? So after that, the next thing I want to do is to go up by 1 inch on that side. Then I will just, make a little curve. Can you see? So after making my little curve here, you can see what I have. Can you see? So the next thing I want to do now is to trace my cup. So I'm going to, extend that line. Can you see? From the edge of the cup, I'll just extend that line to meet. my seam allowance. Okay, so from that middle, not exactly at the middle, but from that half inch, after the half inch line that I drew, I will just go ahead and trace it from that place, then connect it to that chest line, and also trace from the underbust as well. Okay, so after tracing my cup, you can see what I have here. The next thing I want to do is to go up by half inch. So I'm using my marker to do this one. I'll go up by half an inch. Okay, so why I'm doing this is I want to have a stitching allowance. Do you get that half inch I went up is my stitching allowance, and that means if you're cutting, you're not going to cut from the other line, that is the first line which you drew with your pencil. But in this case, I'm just showing you guys two methods you can use to cut this out or to achieve it. Okay, so if I'm going to cut from the first line. That means when I'm transferring this pattern to the actual fabric, I will add back the stitching allowance of half an inch. But if you trace from the second line, which I drew with my marker, you are not going to add stitching allowance on that pattern anymore. If you want to add stitching allowance, you're going to add your stitching allowance at the upper part of that cup. Okay, that is when you are transferring it to the actual fabric. Do you get what I'm saying? If you don't understand, you can ask question in the comment section, and I'll, you will get your answer. Do you get? So now just go ahead and watch how I'm going to cut this out. So from that point, I'm going to just go ahead and cut from the pencil line. Can you see? If I cut from the pencil line, I will add half inch stitching allowance when transferring to the actual fabric. But if I cut from the marker line, the one I drew with marker, I won't be adding any stitching allowance on that part again. You can only add stitching allowance at the upper side, that is at this upper side of the cup. You add stitching allowance so that you can use it to turn up your line, to turn up your cup, whichever way you understand it. You get? So now after doing this, I'll just go ahead and cut out the pattern. Okay, so we are not needing this yoke, but if you need yoke, you can just cut the neckline and keep your yoke separate. So for me, in this case, I'm not needing the yoke, so I'll just go ahead and remove it. So you can see I cut through the pencil line. So I'm just creating where my bonus channel will be. Okay, so this is pattern drafting, so I had to just create where my boning channels will be for it to look fantastic. I'm done with the drafting of front pattern. Let's move over to the drafting of the back pattern. So for the back pattern, you can see I'm going to just add the 6 inch which I added as the top length, as our corset length for the front. I will just repeat the same thing. So after calculating, I had 21 inch in total. So 21 inch is my corset length. Do you get? So now I will mark my chest line, and I also mark my waistline for the back, that is my half length for the back, and also the top length. So after labeling, the next thing I will do is to mark my shoulder measurement and also do the same thing at the chest line, just like we did in front. Okay, you mark 3 inch for your neck width, then also go down by 1 inch for shoulder slope and also connect your armhole curve. I also came down by 1.5 inch for my neck depth. Do you get? Neck depth of the back? You get? So 1.5 inch is what I marked there, and I had to form a round neckline there. So once I'm done with that, next thing I want to do is to impute my quarter of bust measurement at the chest line plus 1 inch or 1.5 inch for my seam allowance. So at the waistline, remember we removed 1 inch for waist snatching in front. So for this back, I am going to also do that, remove 1 inch for my waist cinching or waist snatching, then include my seam allowance. So at the top length, I mark quarter of my hip measurement. I also included the seam allowance. Now I'll just go ahead and connect my shape. So after connecting my body shape like so, the next thing is to go up by 1 inch from the top length. Then I'll just add a little curve. Next thing to do is from that center back, from the chest line of the center back, I came down by 1 inch, and on this other side of the chest line, I came down by half an inch. So I'll just go ahead and connect it. Okay, I won't be having a straight line doing this like so. So now this is the front pattern. I'll just have to place it, ensure the bottom line, the boot pattern for the bottom, ensure they align properly. Can you see what I have here? So no one is bigger than each other. Can you see? I'm just using the front pattern paper to ensure the patterns align. Okay, you can see they are of the same length. So now that I'm done with that, the next thing is to mark how open you want your back to be, because this is a lace up. So I mark 2.5 inch. You get, remember your pattern should be on a fold if you want. So when you open it up, you will have like 5 inch already cut out. So now I've already gone ahead to cut out the back pattern. So that is where this dot I'm marking is where my lace up will be sitting. That is where the loose will be sitting. And I'm also creating my boning channels. So for this boning channels, you can set to make a straight line for it, or you can set to make your lines slanty. It depends on what you want. I'll label as BP, which is back pattern. Then this is center back and also side back. Okay, so this is all guys for today's tutorial. We are done. If you learned something, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.